Hillsborough County animal officials are dealing with their first dog flu outbreak in 6 years. Today, they moved hundreds of dogs out of the Pet Resource Center to contain the spread of the virus. And we just learned the Humane Society of Tampa Bay is also dealing with an outbreak, its first one ever. And that is where we find Fox 13's Ariel Placencia tonight. Ariel, what more can you tell us?
Well, Haley, for the first time in its 112-year history, the Humane Society of Tampa Bay will not be accepting any new dogs to try and stop the spread of the dog flu. Now, for now, they will be doing adoptions for their healthy dogs and other animals, I'm told. But for the next 2.5 weeks, they will not be accepting any new dogs. And they aren't the only shelter that's trying to deal with dog flu right now. Pasco County Animal Services confirmed that they have suspended their dog operations. And today, the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center took drastic measures to try to get this whole thing under control.
This is the biggest operation we've ever had.
Moving nearly 300 dogs from one location to another is no small undertaking. But animal officials at the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center say they had no choice after dog flu broke out at the shelter.
We're about 150% capacity, so there's no way to contain it here.
Dog flu, or canine influenza, is a highly contagious respiratory disease.
We did notice that we were starting to see an increase in dogs that were coughing, developing some nasal discharge.
So the veterinarians ran tests, which came back positive for dog flu.
Part of the problem is we don't know who's had it and who hasn't had it. We know that it's a virus that no dogs have natural immunity to, so anything exposed will get it.
And not only that,
we also know it's airborne, and we also know it's summer, so we've had fans blowing to keep the dogs cool, so we've been circulating the virus pretty well through the population.
Most dogs who get the virus will recover in a couple of weeks and develop an immunity to it, officials said. But there are some cases where it can be fatal.
Unfortunately, we have had a couple of dogs pass, but that's generally a very rare case.
For the most part, this tends to be dogs that are seniors, more susceptible to illness.
The shelter will be closed Wednesday to Sunday so it can be cleaned and disinfected. Some dogs will likely return to the Pet Resource Center next week, after, of course, they test negative.
We're sending blood samples out as well as nasal swabs for all the dogs to Cornell University. They're going to help us track what's got active infection.
So it is going to be mid-July until the Pet Resource Center and the Humane Society of Tampa Bay start accepting new dogs again. I should also add that humans cannot contract dog flu, but we can pass it along to dogs if the virus gets on our clothes or our skin. So for any pet owners out there, officials are recommending that you make sure that your dogs are up to date on their vaccinations as they work to try to get this dog flu under control, Haley.
Yeah, sounds like quite an undertaking. Hopefully they can get this handled so those dogs can get back to waiting for their new families. Ariel, thank you.